We went to Planet Comicon, Kansas City.
Hell yeah.
2023.
Woo!
Welcome to Time Sweeps. And we're back.
So,
We went to Comicon.
yeah, well, Gary went one day, Wyatt and I went 2 days.
Yes, because work sucks balls. Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of glad you only went one day because your knee was kind of screwing up on you.
I think it was just because I worked the same day.
Yeah. But
I don't think anything was as bad as the nachos.
The nachos.
No amount of physical pain has ever led me to the same amount of disappointment and being distraught as the nachos we had from that food truck.
we're not going to say which food truck.
Yes, we
Because
are.
they also have like a legitimate business
Yeah.
that I'm sure is better. In the River Market, they have an actual business.
Yeah. So we're not going to, like...
It was trash.
Yeah, I really want to call it out, but I don't know.
It's a Brazilian restaurant.
Far enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
that pretty much draws the one conclusion that you can make if you
but
know
we
the
didn't
city.
specifically call it out.
Right.
It's a Brazilian restaurant, and they had no melted cheese on
Yeah,
the
these
nachos.
nachos.
And if this is just Brazilian food, not melting the cheese on the nachos, I never want to go to Brazil in my life.
No, because they also had like fried chicken tenders on the menu, so I know it was just like whatever they could hash together. It seems like the food truck was an afterthought to them having a restaurant, because you can see other stuff that they have that's like, oh, this sounds like an actual thing,
Yeah.
other than just like, the concept of nachos.
Part of the issue, too, is that there was only 2 people working it.
I mean, that's
There's
kind
only
of a
two
food
people
truck,
working
though.
a lot of food trucks.
I know, but,
most
like-
of them.
That's a food truck.
That's fair. But you feel like the 2 people working it were severely, not equipped enough.
It seemed like they were running out of stuff, which makes sense. It's
Yeah.
a big convention, but at the same time, these guys are everywhere all the time. Everywhere you go that there's a food truck, this truck is there. Anytime, everywhere I've been, this truck is there, and I don't know how.
Well, in full disclosure, we only ate here because it was the shortest line.
That is also true,
We wanted Twisted Taters.
but the line went around the block.
Yeah.
They're the most popular truck there.
Yeah.
There was also, the Jekyll and Hyde thing that looked cool. I don't know what was going on there, but it sounded cool. They had Philly cheesesteaks.
What did you guys eat the next day?
Pretzel.
We just had the Bavarian pretzels.
There was a place with pretzels.
Inside?
Yeah. It was much more worth it to just go get pretzels. Don't have to get cold. You don't have to go down any escalators.
Dude, it was freaking cold.
It was
dude.
like
That was a
17
cold day.
degrees with a wind chill going on, even in the sun.
Yeah.
It was an
so
interesting
cold that I
time.
was shivering. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wyatt and I dressed as Mario and Luigi the day I went.
I didn't really dress up as anything this
I was
year.
Mario, he was Luigi.
It's true.
And then Wyatt dressed as Pumpkin Man.
No,
Yeah,
there
I
was-
just had a
we
pumpkin
were
head on
walking
the
through the
second day.
convention, and a guy just notions at me like this, and he goes, "Luigi had a bit too many mushrooms." And
Yeah,
I was like,
I prefer the
I
kid
like
at
that
Crunch Center though.
"Which one?"
Why haven't you fixed our toilet?
Oh yeah,
What happened?
There was a kid when we were walking back into Crown Center
in
from
the,
the
in
link,
the tunnel. Yeah, in the link.
and the kid was just like, "Why haven't you fixed our toilet yet?"
Mm.
He kind of said it real quietish.
And then that's when Wyatt knife hand ran at him and tackled him to the ground.
Yeah, I tackled like a 6-year-old to the ground and wrestled him for dominance.
Legally, that's
and
a
his, mom
joke.
and his mom let him.
Yeah, the mom said it was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just walked around the convention and saw a bunch of stuff. What did you guys buy the second day?
I found
bought-
some pennants, I found a pennant flag, and Logan did too.
Yeah.
Lots of pins and stuff like that. I ended up getting like a
Knick-knacky
box
stuff.
of like blind box of
Yeah.
pins.
Yeah, I bought a few books and a few prints, and that was really it.
Yeah, found some books for a decent price for what they are. Like a big hardbound book of The Spirit that was like
Yeah.
for the 60th anniversary.
Yeah.
They reprinted for the 75th anniversary.
Yeah.
Right.
The one game booth I saw had like everything overpriced in terms of like so they were selling a unmodded console for the same amount that I got, like basically not both of yours, but like one of yours that I modded, like the altogether price of what it was. they were selling it for that, unmodded, like in bad condition. So I was like, damn, you're charging like $150 for something that's probably has lines on the screen. What the hell?
Yeah, that's
So,
trash.
Yeah, that was bullshit. I was like, are you serious? And then like I saw a few fake games in their booth. I'm like, okay, I'm
And compare that to last year when we were seeing like
4 or 5 game booths.
There wasn't a lot of dice booths there.
Yeah.
Like way less than last year.
and especially there and the ones that were there were much more we make these ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
These
Yeah.
are $90.
Like I remember there being a giant booth right across from the lightsabers last year that had
They had a ton of stuff.
well, they had a ton of stuff, but they also had the rock dice, like the
Gemstone.
gemstone dice. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. And I was like, I really want to swing by there. They weren't there. We couldn't find them. And I was like,
Actually, we found them sort of on the second day, but I didn't see any of their dice. But it was definitely the leather books and stuff, and I
Right.
could tell that the guy looked familiar.
Hmm.
But I didn't see any dice with him,
Yeah.
which probably checks out because some of the dice was a bit over expensive for what you're actually getting. Because there's a lot of places you can find some of these dice. Gemstone dice, about average price. They're about, over $60 minimum usually. But then you've also got stuff that's like these metal dice, and they're like double or triple what it should be. And it's like,
Right,
I could
like
get these off
$40.
Amazon for like 15.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
It's like,
I
I
saw, like,
understand it's a convention, but
like
at the
you're-
same time, let's...
the like your metal like your metal dice that you have that are like the more basic ones, like the green ones you have, not the ones that glow in the dark. What they're like glittery and they have gold, or are those red? Yeah,
Red. They're red.
Okay, metal dice that they're like the more generic metal of the metal dice, and they were selling for like $40.
Right.
I'm like,
There's no texture to them. They're
No.
just enamel and metal.
right,
And they're like trying to
yeah, they look
sell
nice,
'em.
but like,
yeah, they look nice.
but like they're not worth $40.
No,
way.
that is not a $40 dice.
Mm-mm.
I've paid $20 for glow in the dark ones, exactly the same.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's like there's a give and take. Some people will have it
Mhm.
like at a decent price, and then other times you'll find stuff that's like out of the water insane.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially on dice. There's no in between. It's really weird to me.
Yeah, that is weird.
Not
we got-
really a lot of tabletop stuff in the first place, but there was an access of like D&D books.
Yeah.
That was something I noticed. A lot of
Yeah.
places had D&D books or D&D themed books,
Yeah.
but not a lot of dice itself,
Yeah.
which I would have expected to be bigger with a movie coming out and all this kind of
Right.
positive buzz from a lot of Critical Role costumes.
I don't know if we've talked to you. If I've talked to you about it yet, but have you seen the popcorn buckets?
Yeah. No, you sent that and it's like,
Are
oh.
they mimics or something?
No,
it's
it's a giant D20.
But apparently there's a dragon head one too,
Son of a bitch.
and you can order them on Amazon in a couple days.
I'm going to get one.
All I'm saying is that the
I'm going to get the
D20,
D20.
the D20, like that's where you can put dice in there. Popcorn, you put dice in there.
Yeah, no, I like it's cool. But like it's like going to Disney. I'm not here for the actual popcorn with this bucket.
Right.
I went to Disney and I bought an AT-AT popcorn bucket. It's like, no, man, I'm here for the AT-AT that's
Yeah.
like this big and it's amazing. It even has a sling. This thing is like a purse dog.
Right. Dude.
It's like those corgis you have like that you see with like the handle harnesses on,
It's exactly that.
and it's just an AT-AT.
But now I can also set it on my shelf and it looks cool. I've
Exactly.
still yet to repaint it, but
Well, I just the popcorn bucket looks so amazing.
that
they did such a
giant
great job.
D20 is genius.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, dang, that looks really rad, and I'm definitely gonna buy one. Like,
It's like, as soon as they hit Amazon, I need to start like checking it or online or whatever I can actually buy
Mhm.
them. But I know you can like pre-order them through AMC or something like that. It's like I'm going to get one.
yeah.
I'm going to try my hardest. I missed out on the Ecnomobile when Afterlife came out,
Mm-hmm.
but this movie,
So you guys didn't wait in the lightsaber line the second day either.
Oh, he did.
there was no line.
There wasn't a line.
There wasn't
Did
a
you get a
line.
lightsaber though?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I didn't. No. I was like, you
It was
know
above
what?
your budget.
It was way above my budget.
technically it was above the budget I wanted to set for myself, but I have a problem.
So Wyatt does this thing every Comic-Con he gets a lightsaber, and
For the
I've
3 years in a row
and
now.
I'm starting to do this thing, but there's this homemade wand dude there. I forget his name, and I feel really bad. But he makes his own wands.
They're great.
And they're amazing looking. And I bought this is the second year in a row I've bought a wand. and I think that's gonna be my lightsaber because I don't really need it anymore. I have 2. That's enough for me.
Yeah.
If I get another lightsaber, I want it to be like a nice NeoPixel
Yeah.
one, you know.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
want to get a nice dark saber.
what did you get then?
Oh, I got like a green lightsaber.
Did you have it? What the hilt look like?
Oh, kind of basic. You remember what my red lightsaber is?
Yeah.
But like in the grooves, it's gold.
Okay.
So it's kind of like your blue lightsaber, I think.
Okay.
But that also means I can hold it with 2 hands. It has 2 restraining bolts. So that means this is a green one
Is
I
it
can wail
long?
on people with. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Mine's like a normal size one. Dude, you got so lucky with that white one last year.
Yeah, that white blade, red hilt, and it's
Because
like,
I
this is
remember-
worth 200 and something
I remember
dollars.
standing in line with you and looking at that hilt and being like, "This is really rad. What if one of us gets this?" And then you got it.
Yep. I like that
honestly
was
wonder if
literally
they
your
just
example.
grabbed from the wrong pile. I still wonder that.
Yeah, it was on the top shelf area. So part of me is like, there's no way.
I'm just gonna take this and walk away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it because the look on the lady's face when opening the box last year, she was like, it was like, I either did great or something's wrong.
Either this is literally the best pull that is possible for this price point, or you messed up.
No, you can get sound versions through Ultra Sabers.
Right, at least for those boxes. But I mean, like this one, like the hilt was looking cool though. You know what I mean? Because like Logan, it's been forever ago now because it was pre-pandemic. But when he got his lightsaber, it had sound in it too.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look that much better than the other hilts that I've got.
Yeah. The problem with the Ultra Sabers ones though is that like the electronics are just in there. There's no chassis really, so you got to be careful on how hard you hit things with it because it could like dislodge and stuff. So that's why a lot of people aren't really into them as much anymore. But
Oh, there's I've
other
seen
things.
questionable things online.
There's other things, yeah.
But it's one of those
People have
things.
like a bad ordering experience with them too. Apparently.
Right. That's why I think convention interface. It's like, you know what? For a cheap lightsaber,
Right.
that's pretty
$75,
okay.
give me that.
I
Because the
pay
hilts
a-
are beefy.
Yeah, pay a little extra for a blade that's a little bit more substantial.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about breaking it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's not the highest quality, but that's not what I'm here for.
Right.
It's perfect for the needs that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
The only way it could be better is if I could get like a nice curved hilt
Mm.
one day. Those legacy sabers down at Disney are really
Yeah.
tempting too.
Yeah. If we ever go, I'm definitely gonna build my own.
Yeah, I want to build my own, but it's like I don't need to do a legacy saber and build my own. But
Right.
part of me is like Count Dooku.
I think I'd rather build my own. Didn't they stop doing Count Dooku's?
There's now a different one. They have the blue version from Tales of the Jedi.
Okay. Is it the same looking hilt? It's
Yeah,
just
it's
blue?
the same hilt but blue, and it's just like just put a switch on it.
Like you did with Ahsoka's lightsabers.
Right, and it's like screw you people.
Ahsoka's lightsabers are dope. Being
Cal
able to switch
Kestis'
them.
lightsaber's really cool too.
It's just so beefy, dude. I've seen like some really nice ones that are like thin and like
Yeah.
dope.
I want a thick one.
But I don't know. I don't know if I'd want the broken one or like a fixed one, you know?
I don't know. I think the broken one looks cool, but there is something about it that is kind of.
And what is Cal Kestis like lightsaber color like canonically? Like cuz a lot of people say it's orange, but I think isn't it just blue? Like should it be blue? That's the
Because it changes by however you're playing, I
Right.
think. So it's just I don't really remember,
I just go by what the trailers have.
which is mostly kind of
blue.
yeah. In the new game, it shows blue, so that would mean it would probably be blue.
Right.
So
Well, a lot of
I
people
don't
are
know where they
saying
pulled
orange.
orange out, but I don't
People
remember
are like Cal Kestis is one of 2 people
to have
that,
an orange.
that have
lightsaber.
orange lightsaber.
Was it orange whenever he was a Padawan?
No, it was blue when he was a Padawan.
I was about to say.
So it's one of those things. It's just like, where are you getting this from? Where did this come from? Where did the orange? Where is this lore?
I don't know.
Show me the lore.
I think it's really cool if you play the whole game with the red lightsaber in your new game plus, and then when you like are fixing the new lightsaber when it comes apart, you turn it to white, and you're like, oh, I purified it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we met Meat Canyon. That was
Yeah.
like my highlight of my day.
Yeah.
Talked to him. I was like, yo, what up? I was like, I'm a big fan.
Then I was just looking at you like, boy.
It's like,
None of you said anything.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, what am I going to say? I didn't have anything to say.
Hi, sir. Nice to meet you. I'm a big fan.
I've met him already before.
I was just trying to make sure you didn't die.
If I ever see him again, I'm going to say, nice to meet you. Because he's not going to remember me.
Right?
But I'll remember him. I got his coloring book with an autograph in it.
It's like he's an inspiration creator-wise, but I also feel like at the same time he's a dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to overstate my welcome. I felt weird not already purchasing something from him myself. So like just being there and standing there as part of the conversation already felt awkward to me. So like if it was like there's a lot of people out there to be like, nice to meet you, I'm gonna like purchase something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or like give them money for like whatever signature, autograph, whatever.
The drawing that your brother got was funny.
That was great.
Big
Just
toe.
the big toe guy.
Is that in anything, or did he just draw
No,
it?
yeah, it was just on the spot type of a thing.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
just a little doodle he does on a card, just one of the little drawing cards. I was gonna say there was a lot of people I've heard that were quite surprised that he was only there for 2 days after finding out that he was even there in the first place.
Really?
It's like it sounds like he only announced it on his Instagram story versus like his feeds and all that.
Yeah.
Like his Twitter.
Yeah, like Twitter or even like
Well,
YouTube.
I mean, also, it's not like he's spending an exorbitant. I mean, they're like an exorbitant amount of money to be there. He's from Liberty, Missouri. Like he has family here.
Right, I'm sure he
So,
literally
like,
stayed at his
he
parents'
just stayed
house.
at his parents' house probably. So like, yeah, it's
Mama Meat was there.
yeah. Mama Meat was there.
That's
So
pretty funny.
yeah, she looked like she was having a good old time, wasn't she?
Yeah,
I
she
don't know. I
looked
wonder
like
what.
she
I
was
really should have. I
convention
really wished
mom.
I asked her what she thought of his videos,
Eh,
if she watched him at all. You know.
it's one of those things. It's like it's already there, front and present on the table. I'm sure she's just happy that like he's doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like being successful.
I really
with it.
wanted to like. There's so many things I wish I did. Like
Like imagine
bring up his old job. Bring up
that.
like-
See, that just sounds weird though. It sounds stalkery.
yeah,
to do
but like
that.
I'm like I have a reason for knowing this information.
For context,
No,
supposedly.
hold it. I think we should keep it a secret. Just to us.
I feel like he's talked about it on a stream. It's
Has
just the
he?
fact that I think so. I swear on my life, I remember watching a clip and he talked about it. It was either in a dream or it never happened,
I just think we
or it
should hold on
happened,
to
you
it.
know, in a stream.
Oh.
I don't think it matters.
I think it does.
I think it
it's
just
funny.
gives context to the Liberty, Missouri joke, and I think we've talked about it on here before.
Have we?
I'm pretty sure we have.
yeah.
Then go ahead.
Basically, was it your cousin used to work with him at the
I
Planet Sub?
believe that was one of my cousins that was above him
Yeah.
on the ladder at Planet Sub in Liberty, Missouri. I don't remember where he exactly is from, but he lives somewhere outside of
This vicinity.
the Liberty area.
Yeah.
For all I know, he
I
was
mean,
in,
the homie went to KCAI. Like,
right. He's local,
Yeah, he's
Kansas City
local.
area native.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's one of those things that it's like it's weird that 2-3 years ago my brother took a selfie with this dude that was an online animator that we just thought made a silly joke about Liberty, Missouri because he saw it on a map. No, my cousin recognizes him from my brother's post. It was like, how do you know? Who is this guy? He worked for me. I'm like, what?
We're gonna plant 2,000 trees outside Liberty, Missouri.
We're
in
going to
your
plant
name.
2,000 Missouri or 2,000 Missouri.
We're gonna plant 2,000 Missouris
outside of
outside of
Liberty.
Liberty.
trees.
L plus ratio.
I think it's really funny to switch around words intentionally. I just do it unintentionally.
God.
We're gonna plant 2,000 Missouris outside of Tree, Missouri.
Outside of Liberty trees.
Outside
Outside
Tree
of Liberty trees.
Liberty trees. In your name.
Plant Liberty for your Missouri tree.
What's going on, guys?
We're going to plant your name in 2,000 trees outside Liberty, Missouri.
I brought my most terminally ill fan his replacement heart.
He just had to dig through this pile of coolers to find it.
No, it was like, or you can get a Mr. Beast wrapped Tesla.
God.
And he's like, oh my God, I would
I would
literally
literally
kill myself
for the
for a
Tesla.
Mr. Beast wrapped Tesla. Good
Yeah.
boy.
It's the voice changes that he does. It's so simple.
Yeah.
But it's so effective and when he does
Good
it.
boy.
And some of the stuff that they do, it's like, there's a few videos out there that I've been like, what did I just watch?
Oh, man.
And one of them was
Like
the
the
first
Woody
time
one?
watching the Willy Wonka one.
Oh. Mine
that
was
one in
the-
particular.
You have cancer, Andy. That's why we couldn't move. for the Toy Story one.
Right.
It's just like, there's a reason you haven't seen Sid around because he died of cancer.
We gave him cancer. I like the illusion that's what's.
They tried to blow me up, so I gave him cancer.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
How did they give him cancer? I want to know.
They stuck his head into a microwave oven and he start.
But yeah, that was a big thing this weekend was giving Sid cancer.
Giving Sid cancer. What else?
I put someone in a
Didn't you
microwave
ask?
this weekend. What did you do?
Didn't you ask him like about the mukbang with Oompa and?
Yes, I said, how was the like? Let me ask you something. How was the mukbang with Caleb and Nick? And Caleb is Oompaville for people who don't know. And he was like, "Oh, disgusting." He just kept farting the whole time, which he did.
Yeah,
It's accurate. It's what happened.
I was
mean,
like,
it's literally on camera.
Well, then I asked him, I was like, "Is he really like that when like the camera's off? Like, is he just on all the time?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's just on all the time."
which
Which I wonder if he's like has to say that.
Right. Because, I mean, when it comes down to a personality-wise thing, that is the other dude's trademark.
I like when Nick
It's-
Ocado is about to fart on it during his videos because he does this. Brace! Brace! He's chaotic.
I have never watched a single
The only mukbang I've
Nikocado
ever watched
avocado video.
is the one with Caleb and Oompa. And Caleb and Oompa the same. Caleb and me.
We know what you mean.
Like that's
Yeah.
the only one I've ever watched.
I just
And then I
can't
watched
do
the
it.
clip from the. He's like each bowl of ramen has 2 packs of ramen, and she goes, "I'm usually a 1-pack girl," and everyone like dogs on her because it's not true. She's not a 1-pack girl. She's a 5-pack girl.
Jesus Christ.
What do you? I don't know what we're talking. Who are we
Just-
talking about?
This one other mukbang YouTuber. She's the size of this table.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone's like dogs on her for that one line. That I'm usually a 1-pack girl. No,
God.
you're not. No, you're not.
I just know Nikocado avocado. That's all I know, man.
Yeah.
Or when he
And I wish I didn't.
I wish
what's fun?
I want to talk to him. Like
Yeah, I like on a
one-on-one.
one-on-one conversation. Part of me wants to, but I know that I would not be able to take it because something would be said, and it's like I can't do this. I'm
That's why I'm
going
here,
to
Wyatt.
get into a fight with somebody.
I'm here for the difficult interviews, okay? In the future.
No, this is beyond difficult. This is just
mental illness.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I feel like this could be a future thing. If we ever start interviewing guests, like we could all like interview the normal ones, but then we could have like Gary's difficult corner.
No, man. This isn't just like difficulty. It's just like on another level of like mental illness and just a bunch of stuff going on that it's like it's almost intolerable. And I don't know how Oompaville and Meat Canyon sat there and did that.
Money.
How much money did they actually get from it?
Probably a lot.
How much money can you get from sitting in a room at Nikocado avocado?
I don't
Probably
think
a
they got any
lot.
money because Oompa had to pay him to come down there.
Really? Damn.
Because Nick Ocado is apparently really broke,
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
and he has an OnlyFans that Oompaville.
Oh,
reviewed.
I remember that.
Wait, Nick Avocado has another fan?
Yes.
Oh, you know he does. He was hopping on the trend when it was like fresh and divisive.
I know, and I remember scrolling through Reddit one day, like normal Reddit, not the dirty Reddit.
I don't like where this is going.
And I was just scrolling through Reddit. There's Nick Ocado getting plowed. And I was like, oh, this is enough Reddit for today. Like, swear to
I
God.
think I would have made a new account and started over.
Literally was just scrolling Reddit.
That as me, yeah.
Yeah, there's some things that it's like if I see it online, it's like okay.
It's taken me 3
this is
years to
whatever.
get 200 karma, okay? I'm not giving up.
It took you how long to get how much?
200 karma? I don't post on Reddit at all. I have like 3 posts on Reddit.
What'd you post? Your beehole? There's no. You would have got more upvotes for that.
Yeah, probably.
What
I
did you-
posted a picture of Nawe to Bearded Dragon subreddit. And then one to Jacksepticeye subreddit. And then another one of Nanawe. And then another one of Nanawe.
You only got 200 upvotes in total.
222 karma.
Hold on.
I'm not an avid Reddit user.
I'm not either.
I used to be, but
Yeah, but I don't even comment on shit. I know you be getting in arguments.
Oh, I get more on arguments on like Instagram and stuff. That's why I had to get rid of Facebook. I couldn't do Facebook anymore. I've got 2,400.
What have you been posting?
Like dumb things. Here, hold on. No. Where can I view my posts?
My profile.
Someone starts saying things that's not just us talking about. Yeah, I'm like in action figure forums and stuff.
I got probably more active members than theirs.
What else was there?
Because like I got this like when this was my last post, and it's been literally 1 year ago. I was one of the first people to get their boss figure in the mail. So I just posted 3 dumb pictures in front of my laptop and got 150 upvotes from people that are just, you got yours already? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
What about it? And then there's, of course, just, like, stupid things, and I try to get someone, like, the help, like, what kind of rock is this? I know it's amber, but can anybody help-ish? Or, like, straight up getting things banned.
You've made way more posts than me. I had 5 posts on my whole thing. I got to fart, bro.
Yeah?
I'm going to do it. Brace!
No. Why?
Brace! Brace! Dude, my stomach was hurting. I've been holding it in for a long time.
Yeah, but shouting brace. I don't like this. I don't like this game anymore.
Dude.
Right, we were talking about Nikocado. I had to do it.
I know.
I had to. You
I
know?
don't like this game
Does it
anymore.
stink?
No,
bonus.
I'm not finding out.
Bonus. It doesn't stink.
I don't know what else we're gonna talk about. Honestly. I mean,
we can talk about.
But yeah, like,
What was your favorite person you saw? Oh, me and Mike got asked to take pictures a lot.
yeah,
Or
and
not
the
as much
and
as
the Mario
Logan got
costumes.
asked last year, but we still got asked a decent amount, which just made me feel good because our costumes really weren't.
Yeah, this is
that
my
elaborate.
highest upvoted post.
Hellboy.
That's it. It's just a Hellboy picture.
But yeah, it was pretty cool to ask. One lady was like, "Sir, sir," and I don't think she realized how big I was because when she got up to me, she looked up at me and was like,
Like her demeanor changed.
I was like, she was like, "Oh, can we get a picture with you?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, do you want?" And I pointed at Wyatt, and she's like, "Yes," and I was like, and grabbed him and turned him around. Oh, so we didn't talk about the punching machine.
Oh yeah. This involves Girl Scout cookies and a punching machine and a free T-shirt.
yeah.
And one dude that
Does
said
it
it's
fit
like
you?
I've
Did you
been
try
here.
it on?
Huh?
Did you try on the shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it fit?
Yeah.
Good.
But there was this other dude. I feel like this is important for context too. He's like, yeah, I've been doing this for a while, and like he had like a split on his knuckles. Like he hit it too hard for his own good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he never got over 900.
Right.
They gave him a shirt so he would leave.
Right. He was there. I don't know how long before we got there. I want to know.
You had, in order to win a shirt, you had to get over 900 on the machine. There was 3 levels, and everyone was doing the lightweight level. If
Right.
I remember correctly.
Well, I was doing.
And
I got moderate or like normal on my swing, but then he just fucking plowed it.
Well, I'm just like, I just remember like being so terrified to go up to this machine because I just did not want to embarrass myself.
The head clearance is another big
Yeah,
thing.
I didn't want to headbutt it either.
You were taller than the machine.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Oh, I thought if anything, you were going to hit the bag, and it's going to do, what it needs to, but you're going to headbutt it.
Well, see,
So I was like, this is just going to go great.
well, I had to modify my punch to like go around it, which is why I missed it that one time and had to redo.
Because
I was like, retry. I missed the whole bag.
Because it was on the normal settings until you came up. And like Connor got like, I think, what was it, 5 something?
I got 500 on one and then 700 on the second one. The 500 one I missed.
Yeah.
Because it was also doing better than some of the other people online.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the dude that was like at the station or whatever looks at Gary.
I
and
walk
just
up.
kinda looks up. There was a look at his face. It was like,
And he goes,
I don't want to be rude, but it reminded me a little bit of like the face Patrick makes in SpongeBob. He's, it's a giraffe.
I remember like getting cut in front of by the kid. Like,
Right, because he came back
I
and
was
wanted
about
to
to,
do
like,
it again.
I was
to prove
walking
himself. But between you and Connor.
Yeah, Connor goes and does his stuff, and then the kid, I'm like, okay, my turn. I'm really nervous. Like my stomach was like falling. I don't know why I was so nervous.
Because you were putting on a show.
But like keep in mind there was like a not a big crowd, but like a decent crowd there.
Easily like 10 people
Yeah,
watching.
and,
Besides the people at other tables nearby also
right,
watching.
and I was just like, I do not want to fucking embarrass myself. So
It would
I
have been
finally
really
get
funny.
up to go to my turn, and the guy like just looks at me. He's like, "Wait a second, are you good at punching?" And I was like, No, dude, I'm a nerd. I'm just like Luigi.
It's like, sir, I'm dressed as Luigi and my hat's backwards. What do you think?
And he was like, that doesn't mean anything. So I was like, I just remember like, I was like thinking to myself, I was like, I'm gonna hit this thing harder than I've ever hit anything in my life. So I just go bang, get over 900 for like the lady doesn't even look to see what my score is. She just heard the hit and turns around to get the shirt.
Yep.
Like she was just like, okay, like she. So and then the kid that was running it, I bet he was like our age from the looks of it.
He had
or
to be.
like he was
Our
just
age
like
or
a
slightly younger,
young-looking,
slightly older.
older guy.
In between the ages of 18 to 24.
Right.
The average area that Marvel movies are pandering to was the
Exactly.
exact age that he was.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, we're upping the difficulty. And I'm like, this is where I get like 200. So I go at it again, get 900 again. And this guy's just like, okay, heavyweight, let's go. And I missed the one punch, just completely whiff it. And then I was like, okay, one more try on heavyweight. And I get like 834 or something. But I set the high score on the middleweight class.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey. I actually think I got higher on the middleweight class than I did the lower weight class. Because I got like 920 something, then 930 something, then like 830 something for the last score.
That was good.
At this time, I was not punching the machine. I was buying cookies. Because I was hungry.
Yeah.
This was just before we went to get those.
Trash nachos.
These are the kind of nachos that would. If someone told me that Russia made these nachos, I would sign up to go fight in Ukraine.
There was a bunch of bean water in the bottom of them.
Which, that wouldn't have been that big of a
If
problem.
there was melted cheese to absorb it.
Or melted cheese, or meat that wasn't dry and flavorless. Or if the beans were slightly seasoned even too.
I was like, if this
These
is
were
the
straight
burger-
out of a can. But the can must have been worse than whatever you could get at a Walmart for some reason. Like, I'm talking Walmart brand. For God's sake, put some salt in your beans.
Salt
Just
your beans.
a little.
Watch
Is
your
that what
right
you're
to
that,
soft
fellas?
your beans.
Hear that, fellas? Salt your beans.
It's an important step out there.
But yeah, so I turn around and Wyatt's like, cookie.
Yeah, literally. I think I made the face of, like, you know the gorilla meme that people have been like, when I'm drunk and I notice that there's keys in my
Yeah.
car, that face, or keys in my pocket, you get the idea. That gorilla's face is the one that I made when I was like, cookies.
Right. Well, so, and like the whole thing that was just like really like,
These French toast cookies.
there
dude.
was like, everyone was like making a big deal about me hitting it. I was just like, oh, I feel really good right now.
I think it pulled people away from the the cookies.
Well, and then I hear like Connor, because I wasn't like looking at the machine until like the score come up, because I was like, I don't want to look. But Connor, I just hear Connor go, "You shook the whole machine," and I was like,
Yeah, the
okay,
machine
this
kind
is
of just
gonna
goes.
The shit rocked, my friend.
I was like, this is gonna
The
be a
first
good one.
time you hit it, it was like boom, boom. I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good one. Oh man, and then there was, yeah, it was a good little confidence boost, I think, for wearing overalls and a green shirt and being Luigi with no mustache.
Yep.
But yeah,
I wanted to hit the machine, but I didn't want to embarrass myself there.
you should. I wish you hit the machine. There's no embarrassment. We wouldn't have judged you at
I
least.
mean, like,
and you know, no one there would have judged you.
Oh, that's not the point. I would have judged myself. That's worse.
Facts. Like, I was my biggest enemy walking up to the machine. Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna just destroy my hand or the machine.
If
Like,
there was a time to pull out like an unsolicited weapon that should not be there, that would be the time, because it would be really funny to be like, okay, I'm gonna hit the machine. Gawk, gawk. I don't know why I find that so funny.
well, now I know I have a party trick for anywhere I know has those machines. You know, unless they're just
Yeah.
cranked way up.
yeah, and I usually score higher
Children's
on those.
arcades, dude.
I don't know what was going on on Saturday. I just wasn't able to do it.
I mean, you're still probably doing better than most of the
Yeah, I
people
know.
there.
I
Yeah.
was. It was just like, I was just like,
Put it this
my
way.
my arms were sore.
And
for
how
whatever
long was that
reason.
other dude doing it to get a higher score? Because literally, I could see blood on his knuckle, and it's like, dude, it ain't that deep.
Yeah.
I want the shirt. Why? Why do you want the shirt?
It's like, what are you trying to prove, dude? It's like,
Yeah.
I just wanted to do it because I never did one before. And like when we left, like no one like walked up for like a good like couple seconds, and then that one kid,
yeah,
was
it
just
was
like
a kid
the
dressed
Jedi
as a
walked
Jedi.
up. And
He did pretty good.
Yeah, but like I just remember like it was like a solid like 10 seconds. But when before like people were like going up and like there was
Right,
no
yeah, it was
break.
kind of like a
I was like, dang, no one wants to follow
keeps
me.
happening. And we didn't get any celebrities' autographs when we went this year, just because.
Yeah.
We didn't get any last year either. Though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like when we put it. Oh, actually, you got Meat Canyon's autograph, so arguably,
I wish I could have. I wish. What's his name? He does all the clones.
D. Bradley Baker.
Yeah, I wish I could have gotten D. Bradley Baker's autograph because
he would have been a good one to have on. Like I have.
he's Hammond as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have Eagly. That would have been kind of a fun one to have his autograph for.
Wait,
Or
he,
just
he
He did the little eagle noises for Eagly, as well as Perry the Platypus, the rat
Yep.
in
what
Suicide
in the George
Squad,
Clooney cat?
Momo and Appa.
No, so
you know George Clooney did the cat in fucking South Park, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I did. There was a master class I did a while ago. It was like not a master class. It was like I just watched Steve Bloom talk for like 30 minutes. And Steve Bloom was like, me and D. Bradley Baker, if you don't know who he is, please go look him up because he's amazing. But we were in
He's
Australia.
literally everywhere.
We were in Australia, or somewhere. I don't know if it was Australia. I don't think it was Australia. Maybe it was somewhere. I think it was somewhere in North America. So I don't know where I pulled Australia from. But he was like, we were somewhere, and D is just gone. And I was like, where did he go? And I walked back on the trail to find him, and he's just staring this goose in the eyes, studying this goose. So he, like, how it moves, how it sounds. He was like, it was the most incredible thing I've ever seen someone do. Like, he was like taking notes on just this goose.
That's what you got to do.
And I was like, that's pretty funny. Like, that's awesome. But like, I would have I wish that's something I wish I would have gotten, but I didn't really want to spend. I don't know how much he was charging.
And I would have loved to get in William Shatner's, but it was over $100.
Yeah.
I feel like people like that, like people whose signatures are worth a lot, there's not that many of them out there, right? William Shatner just be signing shit, and he's still charging $100 for it.
Right. He don't know what's going on. It's a miracle that he wasn't charged with murder 40 years ago. It's like,
Who'd he
dude,
murder?
one of his wives. She drowned.
He OJ'd her?
She drowned in a pool, and like he didn't notice for 4 hours. It's like, I was in the shower
for 4 hours.
It's like, what do you mean you didn't notice the body floating in your pool, Mr. Shatner?
God damn it. Yes,
Brent Spiner's autograph would have been cool to get, but his line was just so long. That's my biggest problem with getting anybody's autographs. Is like some of them are only like 40
right
or
with the doors
60 bucks.
open.
Right. It's like
Elvira's
you'll be
would've
there
been cool
all
just
day.
for the meme for me, because I'm a really big fan of the Oak Ridge Boys song Elvira. That's where I learned what she was. To be honest, I was like, "Who's this lady they're singing about?" Elvira. Oh, Mistress of the Night or Dark, whatever she is. And then I like learned more about her.
There's like a long list of people that are like those horror hosts that I've always wanted to meet and stuff like that, just because it's a big thing. Or it's like that's a job thing that I've always wanted to do, is like to be a horror host and like introduce these stupid little movies.
Right.
So it's almost it's weird to see her like 40 years into her career, and this is basically her identity. Going to conventions and doing this and stuff.
Right.
It's insane.
But yeah, anyone have any closing thoughts? We're not.
We
quite
should have
to
got
an hour, but-
the autograph of what's his nuts that did Freddy Fazbear.
He was there.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Not that one,
Oh,
but
the
like
Gregory.
yeah, Gregory.
He was there.
Yes.
I didn't even know he was there.
He was same aisle as George Newbern.
What's weird is that it doesn't look like that voice should keep coming out of that dude.
Right. He looks like a kid. Like
No, it's like, dude, like some of the lowest bases. Like, there's one guy I follow on TikTok, and he's like, just like kills subharmonics, which I don't know if you know what that is. It's just really low notes, and like he's like 4'8" looking, and he's like no facial hair, just this child, and he's like in this choir that looks like a community chorus because it's like a wide age group. And he's just like in like the back of the choir, like super loud, and everyone's just like and I'm like, no, that's not that's like a goddamn, like that's how I'd be, because I'd be sitting next to him, like we sing the same part, so I'd be like like I'd be dying.
yeah.
But yeah,
The Star Trek
I
people
remember-
would have been cool.
I remember the first day I started choir. You remember Jose? He was like the bigger, tubbier guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was like, Gary, at the end of the year, he was like, Gary, I was really like half expecting you to walk in here and be like a really high pitched tenor, or like have a really low voice. And I was like, it's like a toss up with people like me. You know?
It's a one or the other.
Right.
No in between.
No. You're down in the low or you're way up high.
Oh yeah, up high in the sky.
But on the second day, me and Connor were able to get some good posters and books. Like we kind of
Yeah.
talked about that earlier. But like I found like a volume of like the first few years, or like a big chunk of Man Thing, like from the beginning.
Mm.
It even starts with like the black and
Yeah.
white Savage Tales stuff.
Dang.
What did you end up getting from the comic
I
booth?
got Scott Pilgrim Volume 2, Superman Earth 1. Then I got another. I got Dark Victory Batman. And then
There was a Deadpool
You got
book.
Daredevil.
Then I got
You got a
Deadpool.
Daredevil
Oh yeah, I
comic.
got Born Again.
Yeah.
And
Didn't
I
you
finally
as well?
found a
No.
Frank
Oh.
Miller book.
Then I got Actually, I accidentally got a Volume 2 of World's Greatest.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't Volume 1. It was Volume 2.
Well, who's
I
the
didn't
guy?
even see the number on the side.
Yeah, it was on on the
Who's
bottom.
the dude you were like not freaking out about, but you were like adamant that he was there next to Meat Canyon?
Oh, he was like on that same side of the room.
Yeah.
Jim Steranko.
Yeah.
There's so many old Marvel guys. Like, I shouldn't say so many. There was like a solid 3, and I'm sure there was a few other people that I just didn't recognize by name or anything. But like between Jim Steranko and Roy Thomas, they had the dude that does like he's been drawing Donald Duck comics for like the past 60 years.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He's a local guy. But it was just like looking at these pictures of Jim freaking Steranko from Marvel, and it's like so weird to see him, and he's looked old for the past 40 years.
Right.
And then there he is. He just looks smaller.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Jim Steranko.
Yeah, I was just sitting there. I'm like Steranko, like Captain America Steranko. I was like, holy shit.
Right, and I should have went for it and got his autograph. Because they had other stuff there. Like, he actually had, like, posters and stuff that you
Yeah.
could get signed. Or Roy Thomas did, too.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things that's like, I don't want to wait in the line. I'm impatient.
There was no line when we were there,
Right.
so you should have went the second. My
Second
first
day, there was really
yeah.
no line. He was
Right.
literally just talking to people. And it's like, Chris Claremont, too, on the second
Yeah.
day. There was barely a line, but it's like I didn't see things to actually get, like, signed by him.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I going to do? Just get him to sign my, like, chest or something?
Yeah.
Actually, that would have been kind
You
of
can-
cool.
you can shave off that skin,
It's like, just, dude,
skin graft
Chris
that.
Claremont.
Or you could have just gotten him and gotten it tattooed. I think someone did that. They had a bunch of celebrities sign their back, and then they got all the
Yeah.
names tattooed.
That's a
on them.
big thing that you can do is get, like, one of the pens that, like, you use for marking up where a tattoo's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Get someone to autograph you and then go from there. I always thought it would be cool to get, like, a recreation of, like, Jack Kirby's signature.
Mm.
Because it's just like, well, there ain't a more true statement than the world that I live in was helped created by Jack Kirby.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I think that's. Anyone have anything else?
No, nothing really.
Got a little short, but
Yeah, like,
we didn't go all 3 days. Not a lot to talk about.
yeah,
anyway.
wasn't able to go all 3 days, and there was just some things that it's like, it was a lot more crowded, so it was hard to see everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
packed compared to last year.
Yeah, like Saturday was almost triple the amount it felt like in people density.
Yeah.
Some of the aisles were wide enough to like fit that, but at the
Right.
same time, it was really hard to see stuff.
Yeah,
and
and it
that
was
second
honestly
day we were there.
this year it was really hard, a lot harder to navigate everywhere. I feel like the structure of everything just didn't gel as well as it did last year.
On that second day, though, we were actually able to start looking at stuff too. Like
Yeah.
that first day, we could barely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that first day, I didn't even see the place that like I got pins and stuff from. Like they had a bunch of the.
Was there way less people there on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In comparison,
Right.
it was like last year's Saturday.
Mm.
I think the person that I ended up buying like the box of pins and like the
Yeah.
flags from was Jellicoe, Co spelled Koe. They had fun designs. I quite liked them. They had a Ron Swanson poster I thought you would have liked. We should have took a picture of it to send him,
Yeah.
or just show him right here, right now. There was all sorts of stuff that they had. There was a bunch of monsters, essentially, but they
Mhm.
were done in like really kind of cutesy ways. They had stuffed Mothmen and stuff like that. What was that other place that you got like a Back to the Future like,
I can't remember his
designer
name.
toy thing?
And then I got a Doom poster.
Yeah, that was cool. I ended up getting a Smokey the Bear poster from them for my mom.
Yeah, I
Nice.
couldn't remember what
Only
his name
you
was.
can prevent
I'll
forest
look. I'll
fires.
look in on the poster because there's like copyrights on the bottom.
Right. I want to say it's something Heath, but I can't remember the first
I can't
name.
remember. Yeah.
I know I took a picture of the QR code for his link tree. But there was quite a few stuff like that passing by thing that it was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is really cool. I'm glad I got to
Like
see
that
this.
dude who made all the watercolor
How much is a
art.
booth?
Yeah, that guy was awesome.
Yeah.
It depends. And it's gone up over years and changes and stuff. It also depends if you want electricity or not. If you're,
What if we got a booth next year?
that's
For what?
quite a bit of money. Just sit there and promote, which is a big thing that a lot of people do talk about. Is like if you want to promote yourself, find these kind of events. That's why you find so many authors
Right.
there.
Well, it's an investment.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I think that would just be.
It would
really
help if we had
hilarious.
a little bit more than just a podcast.
Right.
Like when I pitched the idea of like, let's revamp this and let's have comic books and shit. That's what we would need, or something like that. So I got a year to get that together.
Well, and we're starting Mini Melee. Which
True.
that should be out
Soonish?
tomorrow for them,
Maybe.
Yeah.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
But yeah, so thank y'all so much for watching. Please make sure to leave a like. If you went to Comicon, tell us, Kansas City Comic-Con, tell us how that was if you went down below. Yeah. Wyatt, what's the secret word?
Steranko.
Steranko.
Find out how to spell that, dude.
Right. All right. See y'all next week.
Bye bye.